Hi gang, welcome back to the Unraised Latina Ever. I wanted to do a happy holiday video, and I started off with a video before this, a warm-up. We call it a warm-up because I started off all really rosy and positive and nice and everything, and then I went on to a rant, you know, and so I'm gonna sum it up really fast for the rant part of it, because you know I'm really happy about the taxes and the financial plan that Mr. Trump pushed through. And I'm really happy with what he's doing. What I'm not happy is about the last 20 years. And so I still call the White House, and we have the same fucking shitheads from the previous administration. And how is it that you can call that White House? And the same voices that you heard during the Trump era, during the Barack Obama era, are answering the lines for the current president. The same voices. So like, am I like, you know, going batshit cuckoo or what? So I talked to the same fucking bitch. I know her voice. And she's all, your brief comment, please. And I'm like, oh, bitch, not you again, you know? And like, she cuts me off and wrap it up. Like, she really cares, you know? There's like, pull the rag out of your crotch, bitch. Anyway, it's like, you know, I wish somebody would like get rid of her, Mr. Trump. She's just so annoying. And I can't even like tell you, like, I mean, she's just, I want to fucking rip her throat, her like tonsils out or something, you know, so she can't talk. It's like, yeah, and she puts me on hold for like 15 minutes. It's unreasonable. And that fucking cunt has worked for Mr. Bush, and how can you fucking keep her on? You need to fire her fucking ass. Anything left over from the previous administration, just get the fuck rid of them. Anyway, they're no fucking good. Anyway, I'm supposed to be happy because it's the season, and I have this wonderful red tablecloth, and I'm in the festive mood this year because you know what? Last year was a shit year. It really was. And not because, you know, I was good because Mr. Trump was elected, but it was still a shit year. Now I'm seeing that things are starting to get better. And so with the any kind of a tax break that I get, I decided it's not going back to the GOP. I'm not going to donate any more money because I donate enough money. But I'm going to invest in gold because you know what? I bought this fucking gold chain and it's so thin and wimpy and I can't even see it. And then I had one that was like falling in my cleavage and it was causing a permanent indentation in my chest. You know, so nothing like a cross indentation in your chest. And that was no bueno because you know what? Jesus doesn't want to be in your cleavage. So anyway... What? Shut up, Bill.
I don't know what Jesus
It just
wants.
seems so wrong. Anyway, and then I bought these earrings, you know, and they look good in the picture. It's so big and beautiful in the picture, and you get them home and they're this dinky little, like, yeah, I was like, and then like you get them home, you're like, fuck, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna invest in some fucking gold, and I deserve it. And you know what? I moved down to this county from Oregon because Pinellas County is the heart of the GOP. It's also, I nicknamed it Penis County because it could just be, you know how Florida's kind of shaped like a penis? Well, this county especially reminds me of a penis because the people are all dickheads here. Even the Republicans, a lot of them got behind Marco Rubio. And I think of Marco Polo, you know, like you're in a pool and you're trying to find that Marco Polo guy and you go Marco and then somebody else Polo and you go Marco and then Polo and then, you know, you're like aimlessly like trying to find this guy, right? And so I was aimlessly trying to wonder like what was the whole like deal behind that little shit. He just reminds me of a little dictator. Anyway, he talked about Trump's hands being little. Well, his fucking brain is little, you know, and his fucking hands are littler, you know. So does that make his penis littler? But anyway, he's a fucking idiot. You know, if I was this is why I'm not supporting the Republican Party. I'm going to tell you guys, because I think you're all a bunch of fucking shitheads, okay? And I don't like any of you. And especially that Krispy Kreme, that fat ass. You know what? If I'm in a party and I know I'm going to lose, I'm not going to run. I'm not going to ask for people's money. You know, if I have no chance in hell of winning, it's like, why the fuck would I want to take your $5 or your $15 or your $20? I'm like, you know what? Why would I do that? That's greedy. It's like, what do you think you are, a bunch of fucking monarchs, and you're just like taking other people's money so you can pocket it, like kind of thing, you know? Like it's spreading our campaign money like way too thin so that you could just like lose and throw an election. So what happens is we have like every Tom, Dick, and Harry running for this seat, and really, none of them have a snowball chance in hell of winning. And then you have our fucking Republican Party, like Pied Pipers marching behind aimlessly, like not knowing who they vote for, but they get their walking orders from the headquarters, and I'm like, fuck that. So they're a bunch of like dumbass trolls that can't even fucking think for themselves, and they're like little groupies. They follow behind all these fucking politicians and stuff like that, and I think they need to get a life. So instead of going to the Republican Women's Group and eating shitty food and getting food poisoning every fucking time, I decided to take that money and invest in gold. Or invest in myself, it's just like, you can give your like cheap ass shitty jewelry to the fucking Mexicans that work there and eat your crappy food and gossip about each other and whatever, and get your fake fucking boobs and stuff like that. I mean, it's just disgusting. I don't want to be part of that group. I'd rather go to a Democratic group. The food is probably a lot better and the people are probably more real. And so we wonder why the Republican Party is sucking so bad. Well, I think that there's a lot of entitled people, that really like the slave labor to come in. They don't want to reform the border. So I'm not supporting the Republican Party. Mr. Trump, I'll buy cases of your wine when I can afford it. I will put my money into your businesses and what you're doing, but I'm not putting a dime into the Republican Party. I really fucking hate those bandejos. They could fucking kiss my ass. That's what they can do. I really think they're disgusting, and they think they're going to get the Latino people to like follow behind them and support them. I don't think so, because they're all a bunch of fucking racists. So, not to sound like a liberal here, but you know what? You walk in there and it's mostly a bunch of entitled, fat white people. They're all fat, and the ones that are skinny, that's because they're starving themselves and taking speed or shooting some coke, and they're really bitchy. You don't want to talk to those people. So they're either fat and sloppy or skinny and like just like what's that word when you're emaciated or
emaciated.
Yeah, that kind of shit. Where you're so skinny that you don't have any boobs, so you have to get the fake boobs, to make you look like you have something, and your like face is all, and then you have to like get these collagen injections, and then you're like, yeah, like that. So there's nothing real, So anyway, the honoring Latinos is too good for that shit. Anyway, my reason for doing this video at the end of the year is to say, toast to Mr. Trump. I'm so sorry that you had to deal with all these sick puppies out there and fucking sick media bastards that don't respect you. We were talking last time about the coloring yesterday on Fox News. Camera guy doesn't even know how to work the camera. Our president, he made our president look like a creamsicle, and that's just so wrong. The guy, had orange and white mixed in with this bright orange face. I know Mr. Trump doesn't look like that orange. I mean, maybe he might tan a little bit, but he doesn't look orange. I mean, even like Karl Rove has his orange moments, but you know what? Yesterday was a real orange day, and they did a close-up of his little orange face, and then when they brought in the other people, well, yeah, they were orange too. But I'm just like, what the fuck? Not everybody's orange. And so I realized that like they purposely made him look bad. So whoever was working the camera yesterday, that guy needs to be fucking fired, because I'm tired. I know it's not my fucking TV, because there are times, Carrie Ann Conway was on today, she didn't look freaking orange, okay? Actually, she looked really good. Whoever did her makeup did a good job, so we can keep that person around a little bit longer, but you need to fire the guy that's making everybody look orange. Fox News, you need to say something to him. You need to pull him aside and say, you know what, if you make anybody look orange again, we're going to fucking smash your face in. That's what we're going to do. And with that said, you guys have a happy holiday. I might come on to wish people a Merry Christmas, and I might come on one more time before the year ends, to rein in the new year, because you know what, next year is going to be a better, greater year than this last year.
It'll be terrific.
It will be terrific. It's spitting. Have a great day, you guys.